Thank you for joining us on Fox 54 News at 6. I'm Gabe Glassman. Tragedy striking Decatur early this morning. A fire leaving 1 woman and 5 dogs dead. Now neighbors shocked, trying to understand what happened.
All I know is about went to bed at 12:30, about something till 1. I woke up to banging on my door, come to the front door, and it's the cops. They told us to get out of the house. We're out here. We're watching the fire people go. They were doing they were running all over.
That was the voice of Sandy Lins, a neighbor, describing her reaction as first responders arrived on scene. Decatur Fire and Rescue telling Fox 54 they responded to the fire around 1:45 Friday morning on Seton Avenue. While fighting the fire, first responders found the remains of 62-year-old Susan Beck. Lins remembered Beck as kind.
I've known her since 2005. Sweet lady, worked for Wallace State. Give you the shirt off her back, she was a sweetie.
Beck's employer offering similar words. In a statement to Fox 54, Wallace State Community College memorialized Beck, saying in part, quote, "We are deeply saddened by the loss of Susan Beck, a longtime distinguished faculty member and cherished member of our Wallace State family. She was a devoted educator who truly cared for her students and colleagues, and she leaves a lasting legacy at our college." For Lins, she touched on Beck's love for helping rescue animals.
She helped out, y'all, rescue animals. She loved her babies. All her doggies she had, they were from rescues. To my knowledge, she had 5 doggies, which I know didn't make it out.
And for now, neighbors see the home as a sad reminder.
It's just heartbreaking to look over there and see it's completely gone. And just the fact of knowing she was in there and there was nothing nobody could do.
Neighbors say they are still in shock after the events of this morning and tell Fox 54 Beck has family members that live in the Tennessee Valley. All right, taking a look over at Hampton Cove earlier this afternoon. As you can see, pretty cloudy outside, but an overall pretty warm still. I'm joined now by Fox 54 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. Jordan, we're coming into some cooler weather next week after a warm Christmas.
Yeah, we had a really nice warm Christmas across the Tennessee Valley. We're even going to maintain that warmth as we head into the weekend. 73 degrees on Saturday, a mostly cloudy sky, not much in the way of any sort of sunshine, maybe a couple of peaks here and there, but that'll be about it. Much the same as we head into your Sunday, 73 degrees. We're going to start the day right around 60. A couple of peaks of sunshine are going to be possible, but all told, a mostly cloudy or an overcast sky. But you're right, we are going to begin to see some cooler air build into the Tennessee Valley. We're eventually going to be brought right back to reality after this really nice warm stretch of days. By the time we get to Sunday evening, there's going to be a cold front back off to the west. Now that cold front is going to move into our neck of the woods Sunday night and then early into Monday morning. And it's going to do a couple of different things. One, it's going to bring about the opportunity for some showers and thunderstorms to the Tennessee Valley. And then it's also going to usher in a much cooler air mass as we get ready to close out 2025 and head into 2026. We're going to go from well above average to reasonably below average next week. We'll discuss it in just a few minutes.
You can stay ahead of the weather anytime, anywhere with our 24/7 weather stream on Fox 54 Plus. Download free and watch on your TV. A woman is now in custody following a murder indictment tied to a 2023 homicide in Jackson County. Sheriff Rocky Harnan confirms Janelle Stedman was arrested on Christmas Day, facing charges of murder and abuse of a corpse. Investigators say the case began after a fisherman found the body of 25-year-old Jamari Jajuan Moore wrapped in black plastic in a river near County Road 67. Authorities immediately ruled the death as a homicide. Former ULA CEO Tory Bruno is headed to Blue Origin as president of its newly formed national security group. The announcement came today in a post on X where the company said he will spearhead the new division. Bruno, who led ULA for nearly 12 years and oversaw the Vulcan rocket program, said he's eager to bring important, innovative, and urgently needed capabilities to the nation. The move comes just days after ULA confirmed Bruno's resignation, with John Elbin stepping in as interim CEO. Both Blue Origin and ULA have a strong manufacturing presence in the Tennessee Valley, employing thousands locally. Madison City says the community dumpster at City Hall has been removed as of today. The dumpster was set up to help residents safely dispose of cardboard boxes from high-value holiday purchases and reduce theft. Now, city leaders ask residents to use regular curbside pickup or green bins to dispose of cardboard and trash moving forward. Don't toss your tree just yet. Huntsville and Madison residents can recycle live Christmas trees, cardboard batteries, and electronics like you are seeing on your screen right now at the Operation Christmas Cleanup on January 10th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. 2 locations make it easy: John Hunt Park in Huntsville and Madison City School Stadium in Madison. Organizers ask that cardboard boxes be flattened and remind residents not to bring artificial trees, lights, ornaments, styrofoam, or wrapping materials. And if it rains, the cleanup will move to Saturday, January 17th. Christmas might have passed, but some animals around the Tennessee Valley are still looking for that second chance. New Leash on Life helps local municipal shelters that are experiencing overcrowding by bringing in dogs and cats to help them get a new forever home. One of the programs that the organization is doing is to end the year is holiday fostering. Laura Collins with A New Leash on Life tells us the program looks to help animals find that second chance.
Anybody that maybe has a little bit of extra time between now and the new year, and you want to help, bring an animal into your home, that helps so much because it gives that animal a break. You can tell Rowdy's a little bit scared right now. So the animals that need to kind of relax and come out of their shell so we can learn a little bit more about them. It's just a great opportunity to give them a break and for you to feel like you're doing something good, with you and your family.
For details on how you can help foster or adopt during the rest of this holiday season, you can find them on FOX54.com. We're now joined by Fox 54 reporter-producer Carson Keel. Carson, you were able to visit earlier today. Now, are all the animals we saw in that footage available to be fostered?
Yeah, so like Rowdy that you saw on your screen that was being held, along with some of the other dogs and cats, they were all adoptable or be able to be fostered, and they were really cool. I got to hang out with some of them while I was there at the Hampton Cove location of A New Leash on Life, and it was great to be able to hang out with those animals and get to interact with them in a way that they're not able to get that normal human interaction that a lot of pets get to do.
Let's talk about New Leash on Life real quick. How are they helping local shelters who have been impacted by overcrowding?
So it's actually really cool. I was speaking with Laura. She talks about how basically they'll take vans, they'll go to all these different shelters. So think, for example, and this is not to pick on anyone, but maybe the Colbert County shelter. They'll go over there. Any animals that have been there a long time, they're at risk of potentially being euthanized. They're going to take them back. They're going to bring them here to the New Leash on Life locations and basically say, okay, hey guys, these animals are able to be fostered or adopted, and we're going to promote them around the Madison County area.
Carson, thank you so much for your time today.
All right, thank you.
Additional rules from Alabama's 2025 cannabis law take effect on New Year's Day. Here's what you should know. Any consumable hemp product sold illegally can be taken by law enforcement without a warrant. Only licensed retailers can sell these products to adults 21 and older. Retailers also have to provide certificates of analysis for each product, which have to be in original sealed containers and meet serving size and THC content limits.
If you are traveling back from your holiday destination, you probably would want to leave a little bit early.
As people hit the roads and board flights during the holiday season, cross-country weather could impact travel. More on this in a few minutes. Look no further if you're still planning your weekend. We have all the weekend happenings and are happening this weekend later in the show. As millions of Americans return home from holiday celebrations, winter storms are already causing headaches. Travel delays and cancellations are expected across the country. Fox correspondent Brooke Taylor tells us more.
As millions of Americans return home from holiday celebrations, they're bracing for potential delays and cancellations due to forecasted winter storms across the country.
It's one of the busiest travel days of the year, so yeah, this is not too bad yet. Give me 20 minutes and I'll let you know.
Winter weather alerts have been issued for nearly 60 million Americans across the Midwest and Northeast, with storms expected to start Friday afternoon and continue into Saturday. Some travelers in the Northeast proactively adjusting their plans.
We actually just changed our flight because of this winter storm that's happening at the moment. So we were going to be departing to Nashville at 8 p.m., changed it to 8 a.m., woke up at 4:30. We're here though, we made it.
Storm preps are already underway, with crews out prepping the roads in some states. Officials urging folks to avoid driving if you can until the storms pass. But if you have to be out, use extra caution.
If you are traveling back from your holiday destination, you probably want to leave a little bit early if you can. Slow down, don't be in a big hurry, and just make sure your vehicle's road ready.
Meanwhile, California has been hit hard this week with record-breaking flooding, rain, and high winds. Some areas in Southern California under a state of emergency after another storm hit on Christmas Day. And overall, AAA expects more than 120 million people to travel during this holiday period, and that is a 2% increase since last year. In Dallas, Brooke Taylor, Fox News.
If you have to travel by car, here's a couple of tips to keep you safe along your journey. Slow down, stay alert, and check weather conditions before you go. And while Christmas is over, the holiday travel season is still on, and this year it can involve a trip to the Rose Bowl for some fans. More on this in a few minutes.
We're going to maintain the warmth we've seen over the last few days as we head into the weekend, but then a cold front's going to move through Sunday night early into Monday morning. It's going to change things up quite a bit. We'll talk about it in just a couple of minutes.
Well, the weekend is here again, and if you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, here's your plan. If you're looking to soak up just a little more holiday magic, Galaxy of Lights is lighting up Huntsville once again. Celebrating its 30th year, the Huntsville Botanical Garden transforms into a glowing wonderland of sparkling lights and festive displays. And here's the key detail. Tomorrow night is walking night, giving you the chance to stroll through the lights at your own pace, enjoy seasonal treats, and make memories with family and friends. For information, tickets, and more, you can go to FOX54.com. If you're looking for a relaxed way to get creative and meet new people, Sparkle Studio is inviting you to their Enchanted Fairy Cottage at Sparkle Studio in Low Mill. You can bring your own crafting project, explore their fiber and metaphysical libraries, or just hang out and color and make new friends. Coffee, tea, and water are provided, and everyone is welcome. The Totem Foundation is hosting a community celebration Saturday night at 7 at the Straight to Ale Speakeasy in Huntsville. You'll hear live EDM sets from local DJs, plus trivia, a costume contest, and plenty of surprises. A suggested $20 donation supports the Totem Foundation, a nonprofit that helps young adults experience music through mentorships, scholarships, and cultural exchange. Come for the music, stay for the mission, and help support a great cause. If you plan on sending back a holiday gift by mail, listen up. Some large retailers are moving on from fee-free returns. Macy's is charging a shipping fee of about $10. If you're not a Stars Reward member, TJ Maxx and Marshalls will charge about $12. Meanwhile, JCPenney, American Eagle Outfitters, and J.Crew have return fees of about $4 to $8. Some retailers will deduct the charge from your store credit on the return item. You can also avoid the fees by making returns in person. Stricter policies began after the pandemic when retailers saw large amounts of returns from online shopping. Today is the first day of Kwanzaa. The African-American holiday goes through January 1st. A professor of Pan-American Studies at California State University created the holiday in 1966 as a non-religious celebration of family and social values. He designed it as a way for African-Americans to reconnect with ancestral roots by celebrating African culture. The aim was for the holiday to expand and be celebrated by people of African ancestry all over the world. The name Kwanzaa is derived from a Swahili phrase that means first fruits. Each day of Kwanzaa is dedicated to one of the 7 defining principles. They are unity, self-determination, collective responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith. Each night, celebrants light a new candle on 7th Branch Candelabra. On December 31st, participants take part in a feast.
Now, the Tennessee Valley's certified most accurate forecast from the FOX54 Weather Impact Team.
We take a look right outside the FOX54 studios. Earlier today, you see a lot of cloud cover. Jordan, it's been pretty warm for the last few days, but we were talking about it earlier. Cooler temps are coming.
Yeah, cooler air is eventually going to build its way back into the area. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it. You know, you're right. To an extent, it should be colder this time of year. The fact that it's been in the 70s is not normal, but I have still enjoyed it.
Yeah, I will say, did you spend Christmas in a t-shirt or were you still rocking a coat?
Nah, 100% t-shirt. It was a very large struggle getting ready for Christmas Eve service.
Really?
Yes, because normally you wear something warm, but it didn't seem fitting.
Yeah, I agree. I wore a t-shirt as well, so.
I mean, it was the only appropriate thing, and frankly, you could have kept the t-shirt today. Temperatures climbed into the upper 60s and lower 70s. We saw 68 today in Scottsboro, 70 in Arab, 70 in Albertville. We saw 71 today in Decatur. We saw 70 over in Florence, mid and upper 60s for our friends up across southern Middle Tennessee, and 68 degrees for our friends over in Fort Payne. The average high temperature for this time of year, right around 52 or 53 degrees. We're going to continue with the warmth as we head into the weekend, but the warmth is, of course, going to come to an end, as Gabe and I were just kind of hinting at. A cold front is going to bring showers and thunderstorms into the Tennessee Valley Sunday night, early into Monday morning. But then that cold front is also going to bring a cooler air mass into the Tennessee Valley, and we're going to close out 2025 on the cooler end of the spectrum, and that's exactly how we're going to go into 2026 as well. So I suppose we're going to close out December the same way we started, cold. It's only going to drop into the upper 50s, lower 60s as we head into the overnight. Folks west of the I-65 corridor dropping into the lower 60s. East of the I-65 corridor and our friends up across southern Middle Tennessee are going to drop into the mid and upper 50s. It'll be another night where you definitely don't need the heater across the Tennessee Valley, and debatedly, you could leave the windows open and let a little bit of that fresh air into your home. Open up the windows this weekend. Opened up the windows in my home this afternoon. 73 degrees on Saturday, a mostly cloudy sky. We're still not going to get to enjoy much in the way of any sort of sunshine across the area. I know that's kind of bad news at this point. I miss the sunshine too. 60 degrees is where we're going to start on Sunday, so definitely warm for Sunday services. 73 on Sunday afternoon. Again, a mostly cloudy sky. A couple of peaks of sunshine here and there, but overall, we're going to be talking about that mostly cloudy or overcast sky, even as we head into Sunday evening. Now, by the time we get to Sunday evening, we're also going to turn our attention to a cold front back off to the west. A line of showers and thunderstorms is going to develop out ahead of that cold front, and that activity is going to push its way into the Tennessee Valley. We'll start Futurecast off the middle part of the morning on Saturday, mostly cloudy to overcast sky. A couple of breaks in the cloud cover as we head into the middle and later part of the afternoon, but again, the cloud cover is going to stick with us as we head into the overnight and then early into your Sunday morning. Heading out the door for Sunday services, maybe a couple of light showers develop across northeast Alabama. It'd just be a couple of light sprinkles, a little bit of drizzle, that's about it. Otherwise, we're going to be dry through Sunday afternoon. By the time we get to the overnight, early into your Monday morning, showers and thunderstorms begin to develop across the area. This becomes more widespread, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning on Monday. Some pockets of heavier rain, maybe a little bit of thunder and lightning as well. Now, none of this is going to stick around too terribly long, and it does look like we are going to be dry by the time we get to the Monday morning commute. From there, we'll stay dry Monday afternoon and then even get to enjoy some sunshine. Let's talk about New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. 48 degrees, plenty of sunshine on New Year's Eve. 50 degrees, plenty of sunshine on New Year's Day. Definitely not the Christmas warmth. Have a good look at the next 7 days. There's your weekend, a pair of 73s, 45 on Monday, 38 degrees on Tuesday, and then 48, 50 Wednesday and Thursday. Still holding on to the sunshine. The sunshine is going to be quite nice. 45 degrees by the time we get to next Friday.
Christmas has come and gone, but the holiday travel season continues. The new year quickly approaching, and Alabama fans could be making some last-minute travel arrangements for the Rose Bowl, too. Across the Tennessee Valley, holiday travelers are making their way to America's airports.
We still have New Year's travel ramping up right now.
Huntsville airport officials say there's more options for passengers compared to previous years. This means more people making their way to HSV to travel.
We have 8% more seats and 9% more flights year over year, and so we are continuing to see those large traffic numbers, and especially during the holiday seasons. We have seen those holiday numbers continue on into the new year, whether they leave before Christmas and don't come back till after, or they leave specifically for the New Year's. Those holiday numbers seem to be consistent, where during middle of December all the way until after the New Year's, we still see those numbers increasing.
But this year, some will ring in 2026 with a trip to Pasadena, California. The Alabama Crimson Tide will make the cross-country trip to play #1 ranked Indiana in the Rose Bowl. Fans have multiple options to get there locally.
Delta, American, United, they are all one stop away from Pasadena, California.
From December 31st to January 2nd, those airlines all have options with connections from HSV to Los Angeles. And there's options at other airports in the region too. This includes in Nashville and also in Birmingham. Delta Airlines added a nonstop round trip from BHM to LAX from December 31st to January 2nd.
We do see those travel numbers go up when we see those fans getting ready to fly and support their team. And so with this game coming up on January 1st, as well as a few others across the nation, there could be that expectancy of seeing higher numbers to get to those games. We encourage you to turn on your Google flight alerts. And also, as a reminder, you can book flights at the ticketing desk at the airport. You do have to do it within their business hours. So as long as they have a flight going out, they will have staff there.
Airport officials recommend you show up at least 90 minutes early for your flight, giving plenty of time to check your bags, get through security, and arrive at your gate on time.
Well, the Rose Bowl head coaches Kalen DeBoer and Kurt Signetti had to go to multiple smaller schools to prove it before getting their current jobs. We'll talk about their paths next in sports.
Fox 54 Sports is sponsored by Alpha Insurance.
6 days until the Rose Bowl. Good evening and welcome to sports. With Christmas Day in the rearview mirror, we are officially less than a week away from Alabama taking on Indiana in the college football playoff quarterfinal at the Rose Bowl. Now, I think one of the most interesting storylines in this game is how both head coaches got their start, truly starting at the bottom and working their way up. For Kalen DeBoer, the road began in the NAIA, non-NCAA football at his alma mater, University of Sioux Falls. From there, he went to Fresno State and then Washington and now Alabama, winning everywhere he went, losing just 19 games in 11 seasons as a head coach. As for IU head coach Curt Cignetti, he too had to go below the Division I ranks to get his first head coaching gig, leading the charge at D2 Indiana University of Pennsylvania, then Elon, then James Madison, and now Indiana. Coach Cignetti, clearly tons of respect for Coach DeBoer.
Obviously need to have a great 2 weeks of preparation, against a great Alabama football team, and, team's excited about it, but focused on the process. Got a lot of respect for Alabama. Coach DeBoer, been following his career for a long time. He kind of started out at a lower level like I did, and ever since he went to Washington, really kind of studied his offense, and I think he's a great coach.
The Crimson Tide and Hoosiers kick off from the Rose Bowl in the Rose Bowl on New Year's Day at 3 p.m. The winner advances to the Peach Bowl to play either Oregon or Texas Tech. Well, that's it for Sports at 6. We're going to talk more about the Rose Bowl tonight back on Fox 54. Hope you join us at 9 and 10. Gabe?
A local group is stepping up to help families during winter break. Today, the Peanut Butter and Jelly Squad is distributing groceries at New Hope Elementary, and we'll show you how they're making a difference. A group of Buddhist monks is walking more than 2,300 miles for peace. This week, their journey brought them through Montgomery. Tonight at 9, we hear from Montgomery's mayor on the walk's civil rights significance. An Alabama lawmaker has pre-filed a bill banning the term West Bank in government documents. The measure aimed at showing support for Israel mirrors similar legislation in 4 other states. We'll break down what it can mean later tonight. It's the first time there will be a second ball drop since the Times Square tradition started on New Year's Eve, 1907. The second drop will be July 3rd, the night before Independence Day. For New Year's Eve, after the drop, the ball will be relit in red, white, and blue, and an America 250 design. Then 2,000 pounds of patriotic confetti will be set off. The night will wrap up with a fireworks display to Ray Charles's version of America